Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been needing to upgrade my shooting range for a long time. I have had several targets set up at one point or another, mostly the steel targets I got from Walmart back in the very first video I made on the channel. But those broke very easily. I didn't have a good way to hang them up, and it was just a mess. So I've needed to upgrade my steel targets for a long time. My in-laws gave me this dueling tree a couple of years ago, and it served me well for a long time, but that thing has been shot and shot and shot and abused, and it is now ready to be set off to the side. I'll still probably shoot at it some, but it's going to not be my main target anymore. The target system that I got is from sellers on Etsy. Now, if you guys watch Johnny's Reloading Bench, you'll see that he has recently bought a whole lot of 3D printed stuff on there. And I've found for a long time that if you're wanting something a little cheaper in price than you might be able to buy from a branded store, you can look on Etsy and find somebody who makes it at home or in their shop or whatever and sells it for a lot cheaper price than these brands you find on the internet or advertised on Facebook. Let me grab the camera here and we'll take a look at what I've got on the table. All right, so this is at the heart of the system here. I've got 4 AR-500 steel hangers. Good that they're AR-500 because they will probably get hit with bullets. They slide over the end of the 2x4 just like that, and you can hang your target on that hook. The frame of the system works on kind of the same principle, but you slide that over the end, and the pieces of 3/4 inch EMT conduit go on like that to make the legs. What I liked about this system is that this particular set came with holes drilled, and they included some pins to put through and hold the legs to this. That means you can pick up the whole thing and move it around without the legs falling off. That's one of the downsides to some of the target systems, kind of like the I think like Yankee Thunder or whatever is advertised on Facebook. Anyway, so for this system I did have to buy a 2x4 and 15 feet of EMT conduit. I'm going to make 40-inch legs out of this. We're going to do 3 40-inch sections out of the 10-foot piece, which should be equal sections, and then I'll cut a 40-inch piece off of the 5-footer and we'll be good to go. I can't remember which sellers I got which targets from. One of them was Magnum targets, one of them was Make It Ring targets, and the other was US Metalwork. I don't remember which was which, although I think this was the Make It Ring one. But anyway, there's lots of sellers on Etsy cutting AR-500 steel plates for targets. These are, I believe, 8x12, and I've got 3 of these. They're 3/8 inch thick AR-500 steel. And then I've got this 1/2 inch thick 12-inch round, and this I got just to have a little bit bigger target, also for shooting at extended ranges like out to 1,000 yards with the 6.5 Creedmoor. So that is what I've got for right now. I'm going to take a few minutes, mark things out, get this thing put together, and we'll do some shooting with it. we've got a storm coming in. So I'm gonna give these just a few minutes to dry, then we're gonna give them a try. All right, folks, I'm back here at about 25 yards. I've got my CZ P10C. Let's run a magazine down at those targets and see how they do. All right, so pardon my shots being all over the place. I don't know if you can see it, but my glasses got completely fogged up. Oh, they're starting to clear up a little bit now. Guys, it is about 87 degrees, raining on and off, and 100% humidity today. I am soaked, especially in this shirt, which I don't know why I'm still wearing. Anyway, guys, you can see that those targets did just fine. Let's go take a look at them and make sure they didn't dent or anything. All right, taking a look here, and I'm not gonna touch it because the paint is wet, but no dents whatsoever on these targets. Definitely not on the 1/2-inch one. Got a few little spall marks on the hangers there, but no deformation on them. I should probably try to shoot them more directly and see if they'll bend, but for now, I'm not seeing anything that makes me think that these aren't gonna hold up just fine. So there are several different target stands on Etsy, and the reason I went with the one with the pipe legs and the 2x4 top is that this 2x4 is going to be very easy to replace when it gets chipped up. I know eventually this thing's going to get shot enough that it's going to need replaced. The EMT conduit is just a little harder to get out through its holders. When it gets damaged, you gotta probably cut it, maybe grind it off. This one, if it gets shot up and you can't just slide the hangers off, the wood is much easier to cut up and get out of there. So that was one reason for wanting to go with the wood top and the EMT legs. The other reason is that these hangers limit the swing just a little bit. So you can see when I push on the bottom of the target here, it goes back about that far. If I put one of the ones with the conduit on top, it would tend to swing a whole lot more because of the round bar. So that was my other reason for wanting to go with the 2x4 on top. All in all, I think this target system is going to work out really, really well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm really going to enjoy having these steel targets here, especially ones that are a little bigger I can shoot from a long ways away. This is one of the nicer things that you can get on Etsy. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Check out some of those independent sellers over there. I think you'll find a lot of cool targets and stuff. I believe for the whole stand setup, I paid about 50 bucks, and the package of 3 small silhouette targets was another 50, and I think the big 12-inch round, the 1/2-inch thick, was something like 25 to 30. So I've got about 130 bucks in the steel, another 20 bucks in the tubing and the 2x4. So for about 150 bucks, I got that whole target set up, and that is a heck of a lot cheaper than you can get it just about anywhere else. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.